So a lot of you may have been getting this error recently when you've been trying to watch YouTube videos. This content isn't available. Try again later. Well, what does that mean? What is causing that to happen, and is it being done on purpose? Well, I have the answer for you today. So a lot of people on YouTube and Twitter have been talking about the fact that they've been getting this bug. Anyone else getting this while trying to watch any video on YouTube? One refresh fixes it, but it's super weird. A lot of people are saying that this is happening to them too, and from what it seems like, this is being caused by having an ad blocker on. Some people were able to fix it by refreshing their YouTube page or restarting their modem, but for the most part, it's being agreed upon that this is happening because you have an ad blocker on YouTube. This is not YouTube's first attempt at throttling the website for you if you have an ad blocker enabled. In June of 2025, I made a video about everyone's YouTube homepage looking like this for a day, and everybody was talking about the fact that they can see like the background of the thumbnail icons as you can see on screen, but they can't actually see the videos, titles, or anything like that. A lot of people were tweeting about this as well, saying that YouTube's not loading, what's going on, why is this happening? And it was only happening to some people and not others, and we were able to determine that this is another attempt at YouTube to throttle your YouTube homepage because you have an ad blocker enabled. YouTube has made several attempts at this throughout the years. They are trying to get you to stop using ad blockers, but for some reason they don't always just directly say ad blockers are not allowed on YouTube and that you need to disable it to use ad block. Other times they will actually try to convince you that there's something wrong with your YouTube homepage by slowing it down, by not letting videos load, by saying the content's not available, things like that. There have been tons of screenshots that people have taken throughout the years where YouTube's attempt to deal with ad blockers keeps changing. Sometimes they're direct and they say ad blockers violate YouTube's terms of service. Looks like you might be using an ad blocker. Video playback is blocked until YouTube is allowed on the ad blocker and the ad blocker is disabled. And then they always throw in their advertisement of YouTube Premium when they see that you have an ad blocker. Other times they give you a little bit of a preemptive warning where they're like, video player will be blocked after 3 videos. It looks like you may be using an ad blocker. Video playback will be blocked unless YouTube is allowed, but they give you 3 videos as kind of like a grace period and to kind of show you like, yeah, we really mean business. Once again, as you can see, there is a try YouTube Premium section here where they're going to actually try to advertise YouTube Premium to you. So as you can see, a lot of the people talking about this on Twitter are actually reporting this as a recent thing. This seems to be happening like since January 22nd and after, where people are saying, is it possible to fix this? Content isn't available, try again later issue. And a lot of people have been having this bug as well. And again, YouTube didn't really give a straight answer to this, and they're not just straight up saying, oh, this is because you have an ad blocker enabled. However, they did reply to some people saying, thanks for sending this our way. Is this happening across devices? You can try signing out and then back into your account, closing and relaunching the app. Clearing your device's cache might also help. So they seem like they're kind of playing dumb here, like, oh, this isn't because of the ad blocker. It might be because, you just need to restart your app. This person said that they already did that. It's happening on all devices, plus on their company laptop where they have a different YouTube account. So YouTube's whole ploy of like, oh, it just might be because you need to relaunch your app or something. That's not going to work. Want to make sure our engineering team has eyes on this. Can you submit your issue here so they can track it? No need to do anything else. We'll reach out if we need more details. I wish they would just be upfront and say this is happening because of the ad blocker, but if this person is telling the truth, then maybe it seems a little far-fetched that they have an ad blocker on every device and their company laptop. But let's say for argument's sake that they do, then YouTube should just be upfront and say this might be happening because you have an ad blocker enabled on your devices. Now, in terms of what you can actually do to fix this and make sure that this doesn't happen again, it's difficult for me to give you guys ad block related advice because YouTube is going to get me in trouble for saying some type of stuff. But obviously the solution that YouTube will like you to do is to just disable your ad blocker. Obviously, I'm going to assume that most of you guys don't want to do that. So what you can do, and according to this person who tested this, if you actually click the learn more button and then go ahead and press back after clicking learn more, it should cause the video to just load in. But a few other things that you can do that could help would be to refresh the video until it starts playing. They ask you to also transition to a YouTube specific ad blocker. This could also be caused by a VPN as well. This is something that we have talked about on YouTube before too. YouTube is not a fan of VPNs as well. A lot of times when people have used VPNs on videos, they've actually gotten a little bit of a message saying, oh, VPN/proxy detected. To continue, turn off your VPN/proxy. This will allow YouTube to locate the best content. Some people were using a VPN to try to get cheaper YouTube Premium prices as well. YouTube actually combated that as well by saying, oh, we're going to go ahead and make it so you have to actually be in the location of whatever premium you're buying. So YouTube has been dealing with ad blockers and VPNs for a while, and they're trying to do their best to stop you from using them. And like I said, sometimes they will actually like deceptively throttle your YouTube and make it seem like, oh, your YouTube page is running slower, when in reality it's because you have an ad blocker or it's because you have a VPN. A lot of the people reporting the error are usually people that either have ublock Origin, AdBlock Plus, or both, saying that the error happens on almost every single video, while another mentioned they can't even see video previews when hovering over thumbnails anymore. There's a specific commenter on Reddit that posted a screenshot showing ad slots on the error console, suggesting suggesting the player is trying to load ads but getting blocked by extensions. For all you tech people out there, here's a little script of what's exactly going on the YouTube homepage when you're trying to run it with an ad blocker. I am very stupid when it comes to tech stuff. I'm just pretty dumb in general, so I don't even know what that means. This looks like a foreign language to me. But regardless, it doesn't seem too far-fetched because as I've just shown you guys, YouTube has actually been trying to combat ad blockers for a very long time. Sometimes they're very direct, and other times they actually just try to slow your YouTube page or stop it from working to make it seem like there's something else going on. So here's another solution that you can do by adding the AdGuard extension onto Edge, which is funny because I don't know too many people who use Edge. But here's like a little script that you can run to help that out. But regardless, for the people who actually don't want to use Edge or don't want to install an extension, most of the time you can get rid of it just by refreshing the video tab or opening it in a new tab, or you can go ahead and clear your browser cache and site data. And also this might be triggered by a third-party client like NewPipe as well, and you might want to try to wipe out the cache for that as well. But most of the time, all you can really do is just go ahead and refresh your browser page because like I said, I'm assuming most of you guys don't want to disable your ad blocker. Again, I have to be very careful with my wording here, but there's also browsers like Brave that could possibly help you with this issue so you wouldn't have to deal with it to begin with. But hey, don't smite me, YouTube. I'm just going ahead and saying what's on this article. So I'm just reading this article out. I've also seen some solutions of what you can do without even disabling your ad blocker totally, where you can go to select the ublock origin Lite if you have ublock origin on Chrome. Select the filter list tab, scroll down to miscellaneous, and if ublock filters experimental is enabled, disable it. But if it's already disabled, then go ahead and enable it. There are also specific ad block extensions that are specifically for YouTube, but I'm not going to go ahead and tell you to download that because I can get in trouble for that. But yeah, this seems like YouTube's attempt at going ahead and blocking ad blockers once again. Keep in mind, guys, as a YouTuber myself and as other creators will tell you this, we actually do rely heavily on the ads to be able to actually go ahead and make some revenue from our videos. So if you guys do appreciate that I'm trying to help you guys out with solving this issue, please do at least leave a like on the video and a comment, boost it in the algorithm. At least that way this video can get pushed out a little bit more. It's just funny, but also sad the type of stuff that YouTube will focus their attention on. As you can see, many content creators are unhappy with the direction that YouTube is going, especially when it comes to their whole AI moderation thing. The fact that they're actually going to try to get people to use their likeness to make YouTube shorts instead of just actually making YouTube shorts by pressing record and using their own face and voice. But instead, YouTube is committed to trying to get us to stop using ad blockers. They're committed to try to get us to stop using VPNs, and it just seems like this website is really going down a bad direction. There's a huge gap in the market right now in terms of being able to take away viewership from YouTube. Yes, YouTube is a juggernaut and they are not going to go anywhere anytime soon. However, there are a lot of people, especially content creators, that are getting increasingly tired with YouTube's bad decision making, and they would 100% be willing to not necessarily leave YouTube and go to another website, but at least upload on that second website too, if they had a good recommendation algorithm, if they had a good monetization program that actually helps creators make money. I'll speak for myself. I know for me, I would definitely be willing to upload to another website if they had those types of qualities. But it's just funny that YouTube is now throttling your homepage and your website, trying to essentially gaslight you into believing that it's just some sort of error or bug that can be worked out if you just restart your app or clear your browser cache or something, when in reality, it is really just because we are actually using an ad blocker on YouTube. Now, most people wouldn't even use an ad blocker on YouTube if there wasn't so many ads on YouTube as well. That is once again without mentioning the fact that AI slop channels are polluting the platform, but instead of trying to focus on deleting these videos and trying to get these people off the platform, they are focusing on trying to make it so we don't use an ad blocker. I'm just going to start a little meme now on my YouTube videos from now on where I'm going to mention this channel every single video until YouTube gets rid of it, because I did prove that this channel is violating community guidelines. This channel just uploaded a new video since I've made a video exposing them for being an AI generated channel, and they have still yet to label their video as altered or synthetic content as they are supposed to do if they want to follow YouTube's community guidelines. If they had done it, it would have been right over here. So this channel is once again violating YouTube's community guidelines, and YouTube still refuses to ban them. For those of you guys getting this error on YouTube, there's a 99.9% chance that YouTube is doing this on purpose because you have an ad blocker enabled. So yeah, like I said, if you guys could leave a like on the video and a comment, I would really appreciate that. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.